Hi friends, welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to be making a homemade barbecue sauce. So, just like our mixes, you can control what goes into the condiments that you're eating. Now, for this recipe, there's going to be a few things that might be questionable and we'll address them as we go. I am going to use a tomato sauce and a tomato paste. Um, because of that, I'm also going to add um, honey and molasses. Molasses is not recommended for people who have a high A1C or have blood sugar issues. Based on the last doctor's appointment I had, I feel comfortable to be able to use it in moderation. This is just, I'll use it, like I said, in moderation. I also have a nutritionist I'm working with too, so I will make sure that I stay within the parameters. Now, if you cannot use molasses, your base could be, this is from Primal Kitchen. They have one, I use currently the Tad sweetened with honey, and it's just 2 grams of sugar here. But I use this one. There also is an unsweetened one, so I kind of go between the two, either this one or the unsweetened one to use. I kind of prefer this one a little bit better, but you can get either one of these. If this is too high of a price point, I found at Walmart this tomato ketchup. It's 50% less sugar and less sodium, and it has the 2 grams of sugar here, like the Primal Kitchen, but it's definitely not the same price point. But these you could use as the base for your barbecue sauce, and I can link those down below. Or you can make your own tomato ketchup, and maybe we have to do that. Maybe I should have did that before I did this, but yeah. So we'll show you how to do it with the tomato sauce and stuff today, because I'm going to be canning it. But you could also use tomato ketchup as your base, and here are your options, and I'll link those below, just to make sure you have those as a reminder. Okay, so first we need to add the tomato sauce. And of course, I always put the recipe down below, so we'll have that as well. Okay. Now we need a fourth. Oh, this is a little messy. We need a fourth of a cup of tomato paste. I never even get this big can, but I had to get it because it was calling for the fourth of a cup, and I was like, let me make sure I have enough to be able to measure it out. But this will make a few pints, so I'll be able to have it over the winter. Okay, come on out. So what I'm going to do is put all the ingredients for the barbecue sauce in this pot here, and then I'll put it on the stove for at medium heat for about 20 minutes. We just want it to thicken and stuff like that. Then I'll put it in my jars and go through the water bath process for about 25 minutes. Okay, so I was told this recipe, you can make it like several times over to make larger batches, like if you want to do quarts, but it's just me. So that's what we're going to do today. I also need a half of a cup of apple cider vinegar. This is the apple cider vinegar with the mother, because we have to make sure we have those probiotic properties going on. Always got to be focused on a healthy gut. I tell you what, I love the smell of apple cider vinegar. It reminds me of so many things, so many recipes that we use it in for me growing up. Okay, I also need, all right, we're coming to the half of a cup needed for either honey or brown sugar. For this recipe, because I'm using the molasses, I'm not using the brown sugar. Brown sugar is also a component used into making brown sugar, if you didn't know that. So, I am going to link below a healthy alternative brown sugar that you can use if you do your ketchup situation, or if you try to follow this recipe. There is a healthy brown sugar. It's like a keto type of brown sugar, and it tastes very close to brown sugar. So I'm going to link that below. You can find it on Amazon. But today I'm going to use honey because right now I don't have the brown sugar. So using what we have. And I'm about out of honey too. I've been using this quite a bit also. I think this is going to be the rest of my honey, so I'll have to be putting an order in. But you know, we're coming on the holidays now, so all the baking supplies you have to get stocked up on anyway. So good timing, because this honey has been put to use in quite a few things. All of my breads, all of my sourdough breads, you know, it's been really great. All right, so okay. All right, so we have our honey in here, apple cider vinegar, tomato paste, tomato sauce. I need 1/4 of a cup of molasses. And this is unsulfured molasses. So let me just speak to this a little bit. Okay, so if you can use molasses, unsulfured has, however the process is from the sugar cane that they make, sorry. Okay, so whatever the process is that they use to make the molasses from sugar cane, the unsulfured version keeps minerals. So like it's got a potassium component, iron, so it's good for people who are anemic. Yeah, it has like trace minerals and stuff in it. So it keeps some of those properties that is cooked out of other versions of molasses, which is why I bought this one. But at the same time, even with the properties of trace minerals and stuff like that, you still need to use it in moderation, because the fact is this is still sugar and this is still a carb. So, and it still has a high it can spike your blood sugar, which is why we say to be mindful of that. Okay. So you just really always have to be paying attention to what you're putting in your body. That's going to be our anthem, it looks like, around here. Okay. I need 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Now, there was controversy over whether to use Worcestershire over because of the ingredients. But you know, here's the thing. I think there is a clean, like liquid smoke, and this one I have here has just 2 ingredients. But for certain things, you got to pick and choose because yes, you want the healthy ingredients, but sometimes it's kind of hard to make conversions on things. So you just have to make that decision of whether you're going to forego a certain taste just to not use the item. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. It's just you constantly have to navigate, that process of, what does the label say? Can I find a conversion? That kind of stuff. You just got to be in that mind frame. When I first started, that was the main thing I was thinking of. Okay, this is what the ingredient list says, and can I find a healthier option to it? Can I find something that's lower in sugar and sodium? You know what I mean? Like you constantly have to be kind of navigating that. The next thing I need is 2 teaspoons of liquid smoke. Now, Colgan's, however it is, it has some other ingredients that aren't very healthy into it. This particular brand here is literally just water and natural hickory smoke. And if you can find the cleanest ingredients to use, by all means. But this is really what's going to give the barbecue sauce that flavor. Okay. All right. Did I get all my liquid ingredients out the way? Show you guys what it's looking like. Can you see it? Yeah. It's got some dark hints in it right now because of the molasses. All right. Okay, so now we're going to get into the seasonings. And okay, now we're going to get into the seasonings. So what we have is smoked paprika. I need 2 teaspoons of that. Man, oh man, is that liquid smoke in full effect. So, okay. I need a teaspoon of garlic powder. and onion powder. Okay, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper. And a half of a teaspoon of salt. Ooh. All right, so let's see now. I think I have everything. I think I have everything in here. Apple cider vinegar, tomato sauce, honey, tomato paste, molasses, Worcestershire, liquid smoke, paprika, mustard powder. I need a teaspoon of mustard powder. All right. So I think we have all the ingredients in here. It smells pretty doggone good. All right. So I don't know if I can get, you know what? I'll bring you guys over. That's what I'll do. That was a bit of a struggle. Okay. So we have all the ingredients combined as much as we can because this is cold. So what I'm going to do is put it over the stove again and let it cook on medium heat for about 20-30 minutes, and we should be good to go. I'll show you guys the final product. You guys, we're back and we have the barbecue sauce finished, and I have my jars here sterilized, ready to be filled. I'm going to bring you over so you can see the barbecue sauce. Look at that. It is thick. It smells really good. Everything came together well. This is a really good recipe. It tastes good. It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. It has a little of a kick, but I really am pleased with this barbecue sauce. All right, so what I'm going to do now is fill my mason jars. I have them warm. I'm going to put this liquid in here, and then I'll prepare the canner to do the water bath canning. I hope you guys can see. You know what? I'm going to make a mess here. I'm going to make a mess here, and I know better. I know better. Hold on 1 second. Got excited there, you guys, and missed a step. I have a funnel, and that is necessary in trying to fill up these jars because it'll get very messy. Okay. I might not need all of the pint jars, but I wanted to be on the safe side for sterilizing them. I'd rather have too many already prepared than not enough and have to wait to prepare them. I'm really excited about trying this sauce out. My personal favorite is always barbecue chicken thighs. But I also do like barbecue country ribs. That's good as well. But, you know, anything that you use barbecue on, this will be a really good recipe. Okay. This was indeed a small batch. You know what I would like to try? My mind is going a million places. What I would like to try is maybe a little applesauce, like some unsweetened applesauce in this next time. Let's see if I can pour it out of here. Okay. So it looks like we have 2.5 pints of the barbecue sauce. That's fine. I will fill the other 2 jars with water to be able to can the 2. So I'll have these 2 pints worth of barbecue sauce. Again, you can take this recipe and you can do it a couple of times. You can do it like if you were looking for really big batches, you can do it up to 4 times as long as you have the ingredients. It's up to you. I don't know how much you'll be able to get out of doing it with a ketchup base. So you'll have to look at that, like as far as quantities go, how much you'll get out of it. Okay. Delicious. All right. So this is what we have for our barbecue sauce. I hope you enjoyed. Down there so you can see the jars here. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Give me some feedback below. Let me know if you're going to make it, if you're going to use applesauce in your barbecue sauce, or maybe some pineapple. Mix it up a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I will see you again soon. Take care.